think most people are looking for more simplicity these days. That's one reason I appreciate Azure's Standard. At first, I thought it was just about groceries. Then, I discovered gardening supplies, pantry staples, household products, and so many of the other things we use every day. They've spent over 30 years delivering clean, organic groceries and earth-friendly products to families who care about what goes on their plates and into their lives. Everything they offer is rooted in real nutrition, transparency, and trust. What I like is that it encourages a different mindset. Instead of constantly running to the store, you begin thinking about your home differently. You stock your pantry, you plan family meals, maybe you plant a garden. You become a little more intentional about what you bring into your home. That's what abundance means to me. Experience new products and stock up on your favorites during this month's Waves of Abundance sales. Discover a simpler, healthier way to shop for the things that matter most at azurestandard.com. That's AZURE standard.com.
All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex coaches. Sex coaches.
Sex coaches.
Not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives, experiences, and sexy adventures. An ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And today we decided it'd be a good idea to talk about, I went to a friend of mine and he's a barber.
Yeah.
And he got me all taken care of. And we were talking because he's scoped out the show and he's listened to content.
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized is that he had no idea the differences between swinging and poly.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of wanted to talk about that from our perspective, kind of where we led through this, because we started as newbie swingers. I mean, you had experience before me.
I did.
But would you say it was like good experience, or like not like good or bad, but like were you knowledgeable of what this even was that you were doing?
I did.
Really? Like you guys knew it was a swinging thing?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yeah, I did.
Huh.
I knew exactly what it was.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was very intrigued.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
Huh.
I wasn't jealous.
With the
No.
last guy? No.
Mm-mm.
Not territorial at all.
No.
Wow.
No. Mm-mm.
That's interesting.
No. Ooh, I will tell you something.
What?
I did not feel attractive,
Okay.
so I didn't know my worth.
Fair.
Okay.
Sure.
So, looking back now, we would always go for people who were unattractive.
Who were unattractive because we felt like we couldn't go for anything better.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
And me now
Yeah.
can look back and say, wow, I could have really, been taken care of like a princess, period.
Yeah.
And how I didn't take advantage of that
And why didn't you?
because I didn't know my worth.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I did not know my worth. And when these men, looking back now, I'm like, damn.
So let me ask you this, because throughout the years, when you told me stories from your past before me,
Mm-hmm.
and people that you messed with and things like that, obviously I picture this incredible thing. I picture these hot people. It's all fantasy in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality of it, when we talk in a non-sexual setting, was you didn't really find the people that you messed with attractive back then.
No. Mm-mm.
No kidding.
Mm-mm.
Like they just weren't attractive. You just did it for the experiences.
Yes.
And it's interesting.
Yeah.
I think we all do that in the beginning, though.
Yeah.
But especially if you're not happy in your relationship or in
For
the
sure.
sexual relationship
Yeah.
too. I mean,
Yeah. And you got to understand that I am coming from being with somebody for 13 years, the same partner
Yeah.
who was really only my third partner
Mm.
ever,
Yeah.
and then having experiences with women then behind his back
Mm.
and really enjoying that, and then not explaining that to him.
Yeah.
So when I got with my second, pretty much the second person, I didn't have any experience.
No kidding.
Like, if I could see those videos, because we did record,
Yeah.
when recording was, you
Un-
know, a little,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's like
The
years
early,
ago.
early digital
So
record.
what, like 04?
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
So I was not experienced.
Yeah.
But I was super intrigued.
Huh.
I liked it. I liked the threesome. I liked the 2 women and a man.
Really?
So he would always end up knocking out,
Passing out from
passing
alcohol?
out from alcohol.
Yeah.
And I was always the sober one.
Uh-huh.
You know, I would have a drink, but I would not be intoxicated.
Uh-huh.
I knew better because I have always been non-trusting of men, period.
Mm. Yeah. That's true.
And so I was always vigilant. But I did like that. I enjoyed him knocking out and me enjoying another woman and a man.
So kind of, I mean,
I would have my experience with the
yeah.
woman,
Yeah.
and sometimes the man didn't even work. I didn't get a fuck.
So that right there, I mean, is kind of like an unethical hot wife experience right there.
Sure.
Like he was present
Mhm.
but not present.
Exactly.
It was
It
not
was
really
better when he
consented.
was asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you had mentioned once before that the idea of the cheating is kind of a turn on.
Oh, God, it's such a turn on.
Yeah.
But I think that's me and trauma
Mm.
understanding the cheating when I got cheated on.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Kind of heat of the moment
Yeah.
in some passionate kind of
Yes.
shit. Just let's get this
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you carry that kind of energy on into your experiences now?
I don't.
Why not?
I don't know.
Huh.
Because I like you.
Oh, I like you too. But you can't like me and still have that kind of energy. Still kind of have that playtime switch.
I can. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of getting there.
Yeah.
Takes some time.
I am for sure getting there.
It takes some
I'm
time. for
fulfilling
sure.
my fantasies.
Yeah,
not
I think
yours.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That was kind of my thing was, for years you did stuff for me and I was like, dude, you need to fulfill your fantasies. And I'm kind of curious what your fantasies are.
Well, that's why I learned that I'm a switch.
Yeah.
So that's where the switch comes in. I'm so submissive to you and not dominant. So that I have to switch that off because I'm always submissive to you. So when you tell me go and do something, you don't do it. You do it in a very soft way.
Yeah.
And I've told you, hey, if you pick out somebody here at the club and you tell me go and fuck them, go and try to fuck them, I would be like, yes, sir.
That's fucking
But
hot.
only to you.
Right.
If somebody else tried to tell me to go do something, no. No. I'm not the girl.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I can be a sub for certain people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You could.
I can.
Outside of me.
Yes.
No
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
But now and now you're kind of toying with that dominant side of you with other men. How's that going?
I like it.
Yeah?
I do.
It actually turns you on, huh?
Fuck yeah.
That's something new.
Yes. Yeah. And I like it because I'm getting assistance from you.
Yeah.
I can't really from AI.
Right.
And just from like them themselves.
Yeah.
The sub is telling me, if you do this, and then I'm like, okay, hold on, let me think about, I don't even know. Like, I want to do this because it's hot. I don't know how. So,
now, when did you realize that this was an actual turn on to you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because all of a sudden it was just like, I like
think I've always had it, but I've always pushed it down for you.
How funny.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That is interesting.
I think it's so hot.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I don't mind the aggressiveness. Um,
But you got to be warned.
I do gotta be warned ahead of
Uh-huh.
time. Like you told me today.
Yes.
What did you ask me?
I said, do you want Dom Pris or Sub Pris?
And what did I tell you?
And you said, maybe you said you want to kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
No pain. I'm not really a pain giver.
Yeah.
I don't like the pain.
I like a firm softness.
Yeah.
So like I want you to be aggressively wanting me,
Yes.
but at the same time not not hurting my feelings.
Yeah.
Because I have sensitive
Yes.
feelings.
Very sensitive. So I do that. Now I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this topic is of this show,
Oh, we're getting there.
but what do you like in other women?
What do I like in other
subs?
women? Oh, okay. You know,
I know the answer.
I am apparently, if there was supposed to be a label on it, I'm a pleasure dom. I don't know. I don't really care for that title, but I like to please people
Mm-hmm.
in whatever way that means. So I've had women tell me straight up, well, I'd like to be dominated in the bedroom. Like, I'd like it if you gave it to me rough. I'd like, and that's not normally in my nature. Like, if I'm doing it for my pleasure, that's not going to get me off. But if I know that doing that's getting this person off, then it will get me off. You know what I mean? So I think I don't know. I feel like my ideal situation is almost like a 50-50 thing. It's like right down the middle. It's a little bit of give and take in the session of hot aggressiveness, but also giving some submission there, and that sort of thing. Just kind of going back and forth. Kind of like a delicate ballet,
Yeah.
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 I dig that.
I think you lean more toward the submissive.
Probably. Probably. I do like an aggressive woman.
Now, do they have to warn you, or is it just me?
That's just you. It's just you because I am conditioned.
Because you like me more.
Because I'm conditioned on how it's been for so long.
Yeah.
And it's such a difficult transition to just pull the rug out and go, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed how we've conducted ourselves previous to this.
Yeah.
And so I like exploring stuff with you, but at the same time, I don't want anything to really change because I've really enjoyed it.
I wonder what would happen if I just totally wanted to just be Dom.
100% with me?
100% with you. Like, I would tell you, like, that's it. Do you think you would go? I mean,
Well,
not go, but I don't think you'd be happy with that.
I don't think you'd ever do that. Well, and what I mean by that is you love me too much to give me that. You would never just say, this is me now and I'm not working with you on anything else. Like, you would never do that. Some people do.
Some people have no, and what if there's some people just have no choice sometimes.
Well, it's the same thing with the whole polyamory thing. For those who don't know, we were poly for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was my idea jumping into it. We did it. We didn't know much about it and we made some mistakes. But in that situation, it's kind of that whole deal where it's like, well, I mean, we gotta try it and see if we even dig this sort of thing.
Yeah. I think that's where a lot of swingers start.
I think.
I mean, I feel like if you,
I think a lot of swingers are confused about poly. And what I'm starting to realize the more people that I talk with, a lot of people either identify with the swinger side or the poly side, or they say, oh, well, I'm both. And there's really no other discussions about dynamics of those dynamics.
Right.
And what I found is there's a lot of people who claim they are poly or claim they want to be poly. And really, they're not looking for a romantic relationship. They're just looking for a connection of some sort. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. For those who don't know, polyamory means that you're basically involved with many people and share love, romantic love with each other. There's a lot of that going on there.
It's a relationship.
The relationship that you're having multiple relationships. And so, or many loves essentially is what it breaks down to. So when it comes down to that, I mean, you kind of have to, you have to be really solid. But then if you're going to go tell your spouse, look, this is me now,
Yeah.
and you can't have it any other way. Either you're going to do this with me or you're going to see the door.
Yeah.
Well, you have to really feel strongly about that
Yeah.
in order to just tell your partner, hey, it's all or nothing, baby.
Yeah.
You would
I
never
think
do
it's
that to me.
also I wouldn't, but I think it's also but there are people that have told their spouse that they're no longer
Yeah.
swingers and
Yeah.
they're only poly.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people who are navigating through that.
Yes, we do.
Um
We do.
I in my head when we were swingers at the beginning
Yeah.
and then we decided to try poly, I still kind of put myself in the swinger mindset
Yeah.
to accept it.
Well, so that's the thing about it is I don't think we realized exactly what
No.
the romantic portion of poly
We
was.
did not understand
We did
it.
not get the whole idea that this is a whole ass relationship. Like,
Mhm.
I saw the words on the page, but it just didn't register. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, the whole time, the very first kind of, um, I guess, relationship you could say that we pursued was we had a good friend of mine that I knew for a long time,
Mhm.
and um, you became really good friends with her, and the
Mhm.
three of us started hanging out. And unfortunately, it was a wounded bird situation because she was vanilla, but she was going through marital problems,
Mhm.
and so she was kind of becoming a single mom in the process. And, the three of us all had chemistry. What it
We got
seemed,
along.
we had chemistry friend wise.
Yes. It was
Now,
amazing.
it was when the three
Like,
of us were together,
it
an
was really
amazing
fun.
time.
Yeah.
Um, and she knew that we were starting this whole poly thing, and
Mhm.
we were all talking about it. And she was like, "What is it? What exactly is it?" And we're like, "Well, you could date a couple." Like,
Mhm.
we were really trying to shine up this
Mhm.
turd here
Mhm.
for us, to make it look like, hey, this might be fun for all of us. And I remember it was like a Christmas night
Yeah.
that we were out, the
You know
three
what
of
we
us.
need? A
But
little button that has like a little red flag. Every time we have like red flags because we were such red
so
flaggers.
many red flags, totally.
When we were swingers in the beginning,
Red
we
flags,
were red flaggers.
totally, yeah.
Like,
And then
oh,
poly, oh my gosh,
oh
so
my
many red
God.
flags. We were the we were the people that we would tell you not
Stay
down,
yeah.
because it was kind of predatory. I mean, it's that
Mhm.
typical couple looking for the unicorn type of
Mhm.
situation.
Mhm.
She was bisexual, you were bisexual,
Mhm.
and I was digging you both, and so
Mhm.
I was like, why can't she be our girlfriend?
Yeah.
Um,
And we did end up meeting people who were poly,
yes,
and I say
yes.
that loosely.
But that particular relationship, it crumbled not only the romantic portion of it, but also crumbled the friendship,
For sure.
because she didn't know what she was getting into, and we didn't know what we were
No.
getting into.
Mm-mm.
And I think that in and of itself is reason enough to listen to
Yes.
others and their experiences,
Get there
tread lightly.
get as much advice as you can get from anywhere, anybody. If
Yeah.
you accept, if you use it, if not, it's gonna be in there.
Yeah. Now,
It's
I
gonna
will
be in
say,
there.
and I can tell you this right now, my idea of polyamory was very muddled. And
Mhm.
I noticed that there's a lot of swingers who have the same issue of muddling when it comes to polyamory because they think they want that.
Mhm.
And what they really want is more of a friends with benefits situation.
Correct.
I did not realize just how much that's what I wanted
Mhm.
over polyamory.
For sure.
Uh, till we started exploring this
For
whole
sure.
thing,
Mhm.
because now I'm going, shit, I don't want a
Yeah.
romantic relationship. I don't want the obligation of having to s- text with somebody every single day and have to call them on the phone and
Mhm.
make sure they're doing okay and play that typical role of boyfriend. That is exhausting. I already have a good marriage. I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
What I do want is to be able to connect with somebody as a friend, joke around, laugh, be that flirty friend, do that whole thing,
Yeah.
and still have affection towards each other, but it's still a friendship,
Mm-hmm.
and it can follow up with some freaky fun time. You know what I mean?
Now, for that, to be very honest with you guys, I was still very hesitant about.
Oh yeah,
I
that
was
a
not
rough one.
comfortable with it. I did
because
did not.
Polly really caused you a lot of
Yeah.
trauma.
And so it took a lot for me to allow him to do that, and persuasion on his part.
Oh,
In the beginning,
it was
it was
rough
it was hard
for both of us.
It was very hard. We got into arguments,
Yeah,
disagreements.
yeah. We had to hash out a lot of stuff.
And sometimes it was under my skin. He had to really dig it out.
Yeah,
And he had to accept certain things. So if you want it to work, you communicate.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, I think all of those experiences really brought us to where we are at now. And this show has brought me to where I am.
Which is pretty
for
cool to
sure.
be able to say that
Mhm.
a lot of your personal growth is
Mhm.
attributed to the show. I'm sure that we have listeners out there
Yeah.
who their personal growth is also attributed to the show, and that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
We're not experts, and I say this all the time. I tell people, we're not experts. The reason why we know what you should avoid is because a lot of times we were what you should avoid.
Yeah.
We had different experiences, and we didn't have that mentality of we were going to be these people
Mhm.
intentionally.
Mhm.
We just didn't know. We
Yeah.
didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And if you don't know any better, that doesn't make it any better, but at least it's not intentional,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, what would you say? And this, I'm just kind of curious. This is just conversational, but what would you say probably the worst in poly was for you? Like the absolute worst point where you were like, fuck this, I'm done. I can't do this no more.
Um,
The tipping scale. Because I know you didn't like it the whole time. And I got that, but it obviously got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
I just didn't like sharing you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I remember
That was the hardest.
it was very romanticized in my eyes. First off,
Yes.
I worked very hard to get a girlfriend. I worked very, like, I was on these apps, and I was constantly swiping left and right, and I was searching for this, and I was having these conversations, and that would lead to nowhere. And so when it was almost like fishing. I attribute it to fishing.
Mhm.
And you're throwing your line out there, you're throwing your line out there, and then finally you get a bite and you get excited.
Mhm.
And it's like, holy shit, this is somebody who's interested in me. Holy shit, this is somebody who's willing to go down this journey and be my girlfriend in this in this poly journey with me, that sort of thing. So I get all excited. And then, of course, there's that whole new relationship energy thing.
Yes.
So I'm throwing all my attention into this person, and it's like I'm constantly on my phone, which I know would annoy you, and that sort of thing.
Oh man, I would go through his phone.
Yeah.
I was very sneaky leaky. And
those were some crazy times.
those were some crazy times.
Yeah.
Like, I am not a quiet woman.
Well,
Like,
so
I did not know how to communicate, and I would communicate with just bitter, icy colds.
I thought at some point maybe you'd come around. But I remember the last girlfriend that I had, it was hot and heavy at the very beginning because it was a sex thing,
Mhm.
right? So we had like our first date, and then our second date ended up at her place,
Mhm.
and we had sex.
Yeah.
And then from there it was like, oh, we're in this relationship. She's my girlfriend. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. So then I remember it wasn't too far into that relationship. I was at work, and
Mhm.
I was going to the bathroom, and my phone was just going off, just buzz, buzz, buzz. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm exhausted. I'm stressed. I was working for a handyman agency, and I was
Yeah.
just very annoyed and stressed. Money was tight. I was doing an office management job that was just not a good job. And I was just like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I didn't say that, but I was feeling that. I was like, dude, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm not interested in being the attentive boyfriend right now. I have shit I'm dealing with, you
Yeah.
know? And so I remember that's kind of where I started getting annoyed with the idea of the whole relationship thing. And then as time went on, she was just so eager to fucking talk to me. And it was constantly, when am I going to see you again? When are we going to make another date? When am I going to see you again? You know, you're my boyfriend, so I got to see you. You know, oh, you know, it's my birthday. You're going to come out and see me, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. My solace and happiness is with my family. And you're trying to take me away from that. And I remember feeling like there was this obligatory, just complete feeling
Yeah.
of I have to do this.
Yeah.
And
I was
so
dating.
you were dating,
was
but it was
dating a
never
woman.
anything like that.
No, I think she was obsessed with me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did that even start?
I met her 3 Fun something.
Was it on the app? You met her on 3 Fun?
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't remember, honestly.
And what was wrong in that situation?
I wasn't comfortable.
You weren't comfortable?
No.
What do you mean?
She just spoiled me. She bought me
Oh,
so
yeah.
many things.
You know, that was really the first time that I ever felt a jealous feeling towards
Yeah.
a situation because she got you your first AirPods. And at that time, AirPods were very expensive. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to scrape the money together to try and get you some. And you just mentioned it in conversation, and this person just bought them for you. And I was like, oh,
She saw
fuck.
him in a picture.
She saw him in a picture.
Yeah. And it was my second time meeting her. And she wanted to take me to lunch. And I was like, okay.
I remember she was always talking about wanting to take you on vacations.
Oh, yeah. And she
that
bought
was
so many things. So when that broke up, I don't know what she did with that shit. Maybe returned it, but whatever.
I don't know, but I just remember the conversations. Like, we had that conversation of, oh, well, she's trying to woo me to take me on a vacation and this and that. And I was like, I remember sitting back and going, well, I mean, I think I'd be okay with that. I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead and go. And that's when you looked at me, you're like, fuck that. Like, I'm not going on vacation with nobody. And then you looked at me and you said, we don't go on vacation with people. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's not a deal breaker for me.
And we don't shower with people.
And we don't shower with people. Yeah, there's things that I guess
unless we're
hold
doing
sacred.
content.
That's different.
That's different.
Yeah. But
business.
you know, the poly thing, I was talking about this the other day to you that I realize now, and I realize that a lot of others realize this too, is that, like I said, I didn't want the poly thing. And I realized that after that last relationship that I had, and I had to break it off.
For sure.
Because it was just too much stress for me and I couldn't handle it. And I'm like, why am I going to try and fix a relationship when my relationship is just fine? You know, this one's my priority. What I wanted was a friends with benefits. I just wanted somebody to hang out with and be flirty with and be able to have sex with. That just seems no strings attached. Let's just be friends, let's be buddies, and hey, let's lay the pipe every now and then.
But it took me a long time to realize that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember you talking about it. And so we didn't even, after poly, we were just chilling. We kind of connected.
Yeah.
And then I had to heal a little bit, but I didn't know I had to heal.
Yeah, you know, you did.
We
have
didn't communicate.
No, there was a lot of, and you know what's funny is that there was a lot of conversations that we had over the span of that first year and a half after we stopped being poly, and they would come out in little spurts. Every time we were in the car,
I was very passive aggressive.
Every time we were in the car, you would bring up something and you'd be like, you know, I remember when this was happening in poly, and I couldn't stand it, and this and that, and we would talk it out. And a lot of the stuff we worked out over that span.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I decided, I said, okay, you know, I really would like to connect with other people and have a friends with benefits situation. And I remember telling you that, and you said, okay, well, that's fine. And I said, well, okay, but you're fine with me going out on like
dates,
right? And that's when you sat back and you said, why do you have to go out on dates with them?
Yeah.
And I remember this was a whole conversation that we had. Why do you have to go out on dates with them if it's just a friends with benefits situation? You're doing this for the sex, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this for the sex, but I want a friend. And it's like, well, why do you have to go out on a date with them? And it's like, well, because as a guy, most times I have to work on that connection, and a lot of women need to feel safe. And women don't feel safe unless they're in front of you and they can feel the vibes and they can see that you're a safe person, that sort of thing.
Correct.
Like it takes a lot of work from a guy's standpoint. I don't know if it's necessarily the same from a women's standpoint, is it? Or even women with other women?
I still disagree with that, what you
Yeah?
said. Yeah, like it doesn't. If you're a swinger, if you're in the lifestyle, and I understand not being transactional, but you don't have to go on dates. A date, like, let's go meet each other, whatever. Okay, cool. Because, I mean, honestly, how many times do you see your friends and you're not fucking them? It starts with a date.
Well, I mean, our friends we see often and we don't fuck them. That's a friends thing.
We don't see friends. We see them at we fuck for the most part.
We have a lot of friends that we fuck, but we hang out with them as friends and don't fuck them several
Those
times
aren't
over.
dates, though.
I mean, they can't. So here's the thing: I think you associate the word date
with
romance.
Yeah,
And that's not.
That's right.
That's not.
But we agreed to disagree on that.
That's well, you agreed that we agreed to disagree on that.
That is
I didn't agree on that.
But to go back, that is something that you and I kind of agree. Like you're cool with me being that way. Like you understand.
Yeah,
What I
absolutely.
mean.
Like I get where you're coming from. I don't agree with it, but I will. I'll go along with it, sure, because I love it.
So far, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that a person can go out on a date with friends and it not be romantic, even if it were to end in sex.
Yeah.
It would not be romantic. And I think that's the word date, just the same as the word polyamory, really gives a bad rap in your book. But it's just a date.
But there's no convincing me yet. And I'm still in.
So instead of the word date,
nope.
What is another word we can use?
Nothing.
There's not another word? Rendezvous?
No.
Rendezvous?
Just don't do it.
Rendezvous sounds even dirtier.
I mean, unless she wants to take you somewhere, or she's like, hey, I'm going to order a pizza. Cool. If we eat before we fuck. Okay, cool. Text me, because that means I have to give you some time to eat, because you only have a 2 hour. You have a 2 hour rule.
That's a date, girl. That's
okay,
a date.
But fine. Don't tell me that.
But we can use a different word, and it doesn't have to be.
Well, let me come
like
up with
that.
a word.
What's another word that we can use? So it's not rendezvous. We can't use rendezvous. Oh, you know
what are you gonna do?
Well, back in the day.
You were so freaking hot.
Thank you. Back in the day, I used to have a thesaurus dictionary.
You're such a nerd. You just got hotter, boo boo.
Well, let me tell you why I had a thesaurus dictionary.
Why,
because I wanted to be a rapper. That's right. So I loved words,
okay,
and I loved finding rhyming words, and so
rhyming.
That's right. Say that 5 times fast.
Can you rap?
No, not at all.
Have you tried?
No.
Can you skedaddle?
Can I what?
Skedaddle.
So it's not skedaddle. I think you mean scat.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I can't.
Oh.
Yeah. I tried. I've heard jazz musicians do the scatting.
I know.
And melt,
Yeah.
And I just think it's so cool. But I think when I do it, I sound so lame. I know.
I doubt it.
Oh, it's true. It doesn't work for me.
Nothing of you is lame.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, we're not going to call it dates.
Oh, okay. Maybe hold on. It's asking for specifics. Okay, here we go. So we agree rendezvous sounds a little romantic. We don't want to do that. Tryst. Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, no, that doesn't have a good sound. Get together.
Maybe.
Our genitals will have a get together.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Outing. An outing.
Nope. No.
Me and Ellen are going to have an outing.
Who the fuck is Ellen?
I don't know. Ellen DeGeneres. A meetup.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to this meetup across town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that.
You could do meetup?
I could do meetup.
And when you go, it's MEAT. Ha! That's right. I am a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight toker. There's another one here that says evening out.
No,
That's weird.
I don't
And
like
night
that.
out.
No.
Liaison.
Nope.
That implies secrecy and romance, though. That's no good. Assignation. I put the ass in ass. Formal itinerary often implies secrecy. Well, fuck you, assignation. We're not doing it. We're doing meetup. That's
Meetup.
right. Hell yeah. Okay.
I like that.
I like that too.
All right. See, that's communication.
Yeah, that's working out your shit.
Yeah.
So there we go. Something to work on there. No using the word date. No. Bad.
Nope.
Not good. But
always bring leftovers.
Always bring leftovers. Oh, that's our rule when we go out to eat without
I
each
like
other.
dessert. He likes savory.
I do. I'm a savory person. I'm not a big sweets guy. So now we stopped being poly. We took that little bit of time off. We got back into swinging.
Yes. And that's where
we started interjecting the friends with benefits. Okay, real quick, before we get back into it, we got to talk about SDC.com.
Oh, yes. Okay, so if you don't know SDC, it's basically the largest online community for open-minded adults.
Which, if you're listening to this show right now, I feel like you probably already know if that's your scene.
Yeah, it's your people all in one place. Just make a profile and go explore.
No weirdness, no judgment, just a ton of like-minded humans living their lives, just like us.
Honestly, it's kind of fun just to poke around.
Yeah, it really is. Go sign up at SDC.com. Use code 38236. Links in the show notes.
Okay, now back to what we were saying.
Yes. Now, the entire time until probably most recently, you've been pretty, I don't know, against the idea of it.
Yes.
Of friends with benefits.
Yes.
For both of us.
See.
But now you've come along.
I have.
What switched you over? What changed your feelings on that?
I've met some really cool people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you've discussed even the possibilities of having romantic relationships?
With couples.
With couples,
yeah. And it has to be like, it's with, the unicorn.
I don't think...
We have to get along. And
yeah.
Her and I don't have to necessarily no. I want somebody who's bi and we're into each other.
I would, if we dated, if we legitimately dated another woman, the both of us, I'd want to do it right, obviously. We did it wrong the first time around. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, but now we know what we're doing. I'd want to do it the right way. I'd want to find somebody who is completely into both of us.
Yeah.
Without, more this way, more that way.
Yeah.
But also, somebody that understands there's a little bit of hierarchy.
Yeah.
And I've had people in the poly community get very upset that we would even say that. But
that's
understand.
That's our agreement.
And if anybody wanted to join us, they would be joining us under that agreement. And as long as they're okay with that, but obviously people go, well, that's unethical. Well, it's unethical if you're pushing it onto somebody, but if they agree to it.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that. That's right now. That's right now.
That's right now. Yeah.
Once we're empty nesters and it's just us, it may be a different situation.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
It might be a deeper relationship.
Yeah.
Right now we devote our time to our family.
This is true.
We're still raising children.
It's hard to break away during the week and sometimes on certain weekends because we're still raising kids.
Yeah.
And
we like to really be with each other.
Yeah.
We're each other's best friends.
So going out on separate dates meetups with others.
Oh, give me your hand.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
On separate meetups with others while, say, I'm at home or you're at home.
Yeah.
That's always a hard one for me. And I'm sure it's a hard one for you too, because we don't like to be apart from each other.
No, we don't.
We always enjoy being around each other. We people watch together. We, point out things and this sort of stuff. That's what we do. You're my best friend. I'm your best friend. So it works.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to say, okay, well, I'll be back later, and then come back a few hours later and be like, okay, turning back on the switch for you now and that sort of thing. Like, it's weird.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it with you.
Yeah.
And I would be down to date another couple. And I think that's the ideal situation, is dating another couple, because I'm not bi.
Yeah.
And I'm not obviously going to be having sex with the man of the other couple.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, you can have a bromance relationship.
Yes.
You know, you can be best friends with the guy
Yeah.
while the women date each other.
Mhm.
And I also date a woman and he dates a woman. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it can happen.
Yeah.
But then you can hear the whole thing where, oh, that's the real unicorn, is finding that
Yeah.
other couple that
I
everybody
mean, of
is
course,
connected.
because I'm a little harder to
Please,
please,
choosier.
choosier.
Yes,
That's right. We were talking about meetups, right?
we were
He's pretty fast. Like, you're cool with just
getting down to it.
getting down to it because
I've
you
gotten there now. Yeah.
you know,
I've realized I don't have to work as hard
there you go.
as I
You're
needed to.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That is something that I've taken away from you,
Yeah. Yeah.
that you've said is, for what I'm looking for, I
Yeah.
don't have to work as hard. If
Yeah.
I want an even more solid connection, if I was looking for something romantic, then yeah, obviously I'd have to work harder.
Mhm.
But I really don't have to work that hard.
No.
Yeah.
No. I have noticed that some of the guys that I talk to are actually one of the guys that I actually went to a meetup with, is a little slower than my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I actually want to, that's a good thing to talk about there, because your experiences with men throughout the years,
Mhm.
it's very rare that you've had good experiences with
Mhm.
men. They're either too fast or not fast enough.
Mhm. And this one is kind of, I think, at a good pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were talking about that on one of our shows, like
Mm.
how many meetups, right? And I was thinking about that and I was like, well, pretty much I'll do like regular hookups
Yeah.
at the club,
Yeah.
with friends. But like meetups, I think I want that to be a little slow.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you want trust there.
Yeah.
You want to feel
Because I'm so,
comfortable and safe.
especially with men, I don't think it would be the same with women. And yes, bias.
Now, what do you mean? So how would it be different with women? Be faster?
Faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Sexually faster.
Yeah, I think sexually faster.
Interesting.
Because it's so hard to find, for me, it's so hard to find women that I connect with and that actually want to hook up.
Yeah. That's interesting. That is
know.
true.
It's so freaking hard. Because I don't like the bisexual. Like I use it in a very negative way.
Yeah.
It's been told to me so many different versions of it,
Yeah.
but I'm not a bisexual. I like experienced women who like women.
Right.
Like, I find that super hot. Now, I'm also, like, our bestie has never been with a woman.
Right.
I'm ready to crack that shell. Because I know the connection's going to be there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fun all around.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Well, and that's really where you can give that perspective, because you're bisexual, and so what you do with women and what you do with men can be completely different.
it is, yeah.
And obviously, it's kind of funny. You are that woman that I used to have to work hard for.
Yeah.
And back then, when I was working hard for it, you'd be like, you don't need to work that hard.
No. And they don't need to work hard.
Yeah.
Like, they really don't. I like these men. So,
but they have to establish safety and trust.
But for them, they're a little slower. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, if you want to get to know me better, then that's fine. Because I feel men really put a lot of pressure on themselves.
Yeah.
And
I could see that.
you don't want to be grosero. You don't want to be rude, right?
Right.
You don't want to be controlling. No machismo-ness.
Well, so you want to be
a gentleman.
You want to be a gentleman. You also want them to know. So there's a fine line there. You want them to know that you're interested in them, but you also don't want to be disrespectful.
Yes.
So you don't want to be too forward, but you also don't want to be too backward.
Yeah,
and
because
not
you may
show any
catch
interest.
me. You may catch me on a bad day. Your first impression is important.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. And there's been
but I kind of do have a type.
What is your type?
I like any race.
Uh,
I like bald.
Hmm.
I like my height or a little taller.
Uh-huh.
That's on men.
Yeah.
You know, I love beards.
Well, before you get into women, I want to stop you there
Okay.
because everything you listed, I'm checking boxes, obviously.
Oh, you want to go out with me? You want to meet up?
I think I've already put the work in. But here's what my thing is.
Uh-huh.
And we were having this discussion the other day.
Mm-hmm.
What I look for in this lifestyle is not you. I have you.
Yeah.
So I don't look for you in all the experiences I have. I look for different body types. I look for different personalities and that sort of thing. And if we were poly and we were dating, I would not look for somebody like you. I would look for a different body type, a different personality type, because I have you.
Yes.
But you are attracted to me.
Because we are attracted to different things. I'm 50-50 on physical.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Physical,
emotional
attraction,
personality.
Yeah. So
and the other 50 is personality.
Yeah. So it's exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bing! I felt like that little cartoon with a little light bulb. That was cool. So I'm 50-50. You lean more to the
I lean more toward the personality.
Yeah. Toward the personality.
Yeah.
Like,
I can.
That's your thing.
A personality can really make somebody attractive.
The submissive, they want you.
I can get down with
They
that.
want to like worship you.
Yeah. Well, it all comes down to, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. It all comes down to my experiences in high school. Or
I
lack
think
thereof.
or even being the only child. The wants.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty well ignored at home, but I was always chasing love. I was always chasing the girl.
Yeah.
And I think my longest relationship at that time was like 3 months. Like my relationships didn't last very long. I was a chubby kid. I was not the jock. I was not the guy who was fucking top of my class. I really didn't have anything going for me. The only thing I had going for me was that I was funny. And people liked that. But I was also a gentleman with the ladies.
Yeah.
I was very much
I
a gentleman.
thought you
I was
were-
raised by women.
I thought you were handsome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, like I've told you. I remember seeing you and I was like,
I did. So I think all of us look back at ourselves in high school and go, wow, I was not as bad as I felt I was back then. I felt like I was the complete outcast of the high school. Like I have no idea why I was there.
Same.
And so because of that, we grew up through the 90s where American Pie was a thing, and you see all of these these kids, they get out of high school and they go and they have these parties and everybody's hanging out. It's sexual parties and all this stuff. And I was a horny guy, man.
Yeah.
I was just as much trying to get poontang as every other high schooler was.
What?
Yeah, I was on the prowl, but the difference was I was not as aggressive with it as some of my other male counterparts at that time. And I wasn't a deceptive person, so I wasn't going to deceive somebody into trying to give it up either. So because it wasn't willingly being thrown at me, I felt like a failure when it came to being sexual in high school and then again in college.
Yeah.
You get this whole idea made out for you that college years, it's all sexual. And that's when people experiment, they have all this fun and stuff. And so you have this buildup, this expectation. And then you go to college right after high school and nothing's doing, Chief. I went to a couple parties where I maybe could have possibly, but nobody really showed any interest in me. And so I was just kind of there. But outside of that, the women in college actually wanted to learn. and
Yeah.
actually wanted to do homework. So when
Yeah.
somebody would contact me for a homework study date, they actually wanted to study and they weren't interested in me at all. So throughout my 20s after college, I was still the unsuccessful fat guy who was a tag along. I was the guy who had the great voice that the ladies would swoon whenever I would sing,
Yeah.
but that's as far as it went. I was the guy who made people laugh, but then everybody went off and went to literally go fuck, like in the open. Like they weren't swingers, they were just fucking easy. And they would go and they would all fuck each other in this group. And I was always the friend that was left out, just kind of there, and looking back on it, I really should have been a higher point on that list in that group, but that's just me looking back on it now.
There you go.
Anyways, well, that's a confidence thing now. Looking back, I had no confidence, and maybe that was the thing. But all of those experiences of feeling unsuccessful through my high school years, through my college years, through my early 20s, always feeling unsuccessful sexually. When I got to experience the lifestyle, I got to feel that all over again.
Yes.
I got to feel
and poly.
I got to feel that same high school feeling all over again, and I'm chasing it, and I'm not catching up to what I want. I'm just being kind of judged and ridiculed, and either people, if they are interested, they're not saying so, they're not reaching out, and if the ones that I'm interested in definitely don't want me. So, it makes you feel worse about yourself. And then one day you realize you're thinking too much. You just need to be yourself. You need to have confidence, and you need to go in with no expectations. And the moment I realized all of that and I started trying to build myself up confidently, that's when I started getting wanted by women. That's when I started feeling women get a little bit more aggressive in their hunt for me, so to speak. And of course, because of that, I'm good, with somebody kissing me without consent. Like I'm good with certain things because this is the experience that I wanted then and never got. And now I'm here. I'm having my fun. I'm having a great time. I'm connecting with all of these people, and that freedom of sexuality and being able to move and being able to do it with you and being able to move along throughout this entire journey is really fun.
Yeah.
I remember watching MTV in the 90s, 96, 97, whatever, Real World and all those different reality shows were on. And there was one where they were showing they were older than me, but probably early 20s. And these groups of friends, they all go out to the club, they all drink, and they're all kissing each other. They're all making out with each other. The guys are making out with the girls are making out with the guys, the girls are making out with the other girls, and then there's three-way kisses going on. And I remember the first time I saw the three-way kiss where two girls and a guy start making out in front, they're in a club. I got so hard that my dick could have broken glass. I don't know what it was about the makeout session. It seemed very slutty for one thing, which bam, caught my attention. But then on top of all that, it's taking place in front of everybody. They don't give a fuck. It's actually being recorded. It's on fucking MTV. Like, how hot is that? And I just remember thinking, God, I wish I could have a group of slutty friends like that I could be a part of.
Yeah.
And now we're in a community of it, which is great. But
I think that's what you used to chase.
Yeah.
And
I'm not chasing it anymore.
You don't chase it anymore.
No.
But I mean that because, different person.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that's where we started after poly.
Yeah.
And then now we're here. It's different. But what we were saying is the person that I talk to is a little slower. And because that connection for him is different.
Right.
So it's like, who do you follow? Right. So like if you ever met a woman and she's like, I go a little slower, like you would have no choice,
Right.
But that would be a communication between me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Something you and I have to talk about.
I like where we're at now. I can't foresee myself getting romantically involved with anybody. As a matter of fact, I think you and I have done a swap because you're more open to it now, and
Mhm.
I'm less open to it
Mhm.
now. I'm, just the thought of having to entertain a relationship is cringe to me.
Yeah.
But I've been in my most stressed state of mind
Yeah.
since being laid off since last
Yeah.
August. Why would I want to entertain a relationship when I already have so much in my head as
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
right? Um, you just never know the person that comes
Mhm.
along. I know Myrina and Nick
Mhm.
with the Accidental Swingers. Um, as they said on our show, they just started as swingers. They didn't look to be poly. They didn't want to be
Mhm.
poly. They are in a poly relationship with another couple.
Yeah.
And I just saw that on their show,
Yeah.
that, it's they said they didn't seek it out. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
And I think that is cool because it just happened. It was organic.
Yeah.
They didn't try to stop it. They just went with it and it took place. And who knows, maybe that will happen. You never know who will meet in the future or who we've already met and the time ends up being right or whatever the situation is. But I like the fact that even if it never happens, you have opened up your mind to different
Mhm.
experiences and you're ready to just go for the ride
Yeah.
because we're not getting any younger.
Yeah. No. Have
All
a
I
little fun.
have fun. All I know is I want to make sure my relationship is always protected.
Yes.
We're always protecting it.
I am a needy bitch.
Oh man,
I am
Yeah.
needy. I'm
so much.
spoiled rotten.
I'm not that type of guy who will
No.
go, "Hey, I'm going to go have drinks with the guys after work.
No.
I'll see you at like 8 or 9." No,
I'm
if I'm
very
going to go
hormonal.
after work, she's coming with me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'm very hormonal.
Well,
I mean, I'm in menopause, so it is what it is.
it is what it is. We navigate.
We're navigating right now, a little rough, a little bump sometimes, but I think we're good.
Oh, I love where our
I
relationship
think our
is at.
relationship is pretty good.
Yeah, it is solid. It's probably the most solid it's ever been.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I mean, I'm
think
still
that's
working
cool.
through stuff,
Oh yeah, Yeah.
and you're still having to
navigate that.
navigate, and we talk about it and we help each other, and
Of course.
sometimes we agree to disagree, and it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, so that was a pretty good show. I like where that went. I think that this is something personally that we could probably talk about for another hour.
We can.
I'm not going to do that though.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, we need to eat. We need to get ready
Mhm.
because if you're listening to this, it's Sunday. Yesterday was my birthday, and chances are you're probably going to want to scope out our socials and listen to our quickie on Wednesday because we're going to be talking all about it.
Mhm.
But before we let you go, just wanted to let you know we've got our live streaming show running every Thursday night, 7 to 8 p.m. Central Time, right on our website. Remember, it's 100% free. So you just pull up a chair, chat with us and other listeners in real time. It's a
Mhm.
lot of fun. Hey, technology, you know?
You get to see me
That's right.
and my honey,
That's right.
and it's fun.
It is fun.
And speaking of the website, beyond-monogamy.com is where you'll find everything. Full episodes, the blog, our merch that I make,
Oh, yeah.
and our 100% anonymous confessional. I think that's your favorite.
That is my favorite. I love that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Well, you put a lot of work into that website.
I did. And I like the fact that people actually use it.
Yes. So if you got something on your mind about the lifestyle, E&M, kink, the show, whatever it is, hit him up.
Yeah.
He likes it. It makes him very happy.
It makes me
And it
feel
is
useful.
completely anonymous. So don't even worry about it. But we will read it on the air if you approve.
That's right. And don't forget, you can always catch us over on fullswapradio.com every Thursdays at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central. Of course, why would you want to go there at 7 p.m. Central when you can just go to our live at our website?
That's right. And mark your calendar because we will be at Crazy Winter Nights in Kansas City on February 19th through the 21st of 2027. You can use code BEYOMONO, that's BEYOMONO, for your discount.
That's right. I like how you broke that down. That was good.
Thanks.
Yeah. And the website for that is going to be in our show notes.
All right.
Also, shout out to ProDX Health for keeping us going. always keeping us healthy and keeping us in the know. Always go to prodxhealth.com and use code BEOMONO, like you heard the lady earlier. That gets you 15% off if you want to go check them out. So check them out. And with that, we thank you guys for joining us as always for another episode. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Back to school is busy enough. The last thing you need is shopping that makes it harder. Whether you're moving into a dorm, your first apartment, or just getting organized for the semester, Wayfair makes it easy to get everything you need in one place. Furniture, bedding, storage, decor, study essentials, all at prices you'll love, with fast shipping before move-in day. Get everything you need for back-to-school season. Shop Wayfair.com today.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Marketing is hard. But I'll tell you a little secret. It doesn't have to be. Let me point something out. You're listening to a podcast right now, and it's great. You love the host. You seek it out and download it. You listen to it while driving, working out, cooking, even going to the bathroom. Podcasts are a pretty close companion. And this is a podcast ad. Did I get your attention? You can reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a pre-produced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience and their favorite podcasts with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com, that's Libsyn, ads.com today.